Can you cheers with me? Cheers, apples.
This one.
Cheers. Is that Nami?
Well, Happy Monday.
Passing the girl. Welcome to Coffee Monday. This is another episode here on BenjiManTV. And today's topic is, what is this? And what is apple? Healthy. How to get your kids to eat healthy. Now, I don't claim to know everything about parenting. I am very new to parenting, but one thing I do get a lot is a lot of parents noticing how well Juliana eats. She's eating her vegetables. She loves fruits. She loves green juice. She actually wants green juice and she drinks green juice, including our twins. And I just wanted to give any tips that might help, especially those new parents, because I wish I had gotten these kind of tips. I learned a lot of this stuff by just trying out, and I'll give credit to my parents. I grew up with a lot of healthy foods growing up, like just as a normal thing. And these are my 4 tips, if I may. Tip number 1, start them early. It is very important from the time they can start eating. Obviously, breast milk, we could all agree is the best thing. But as soon as you can start feeding them stuff, feed them healthy things. So when we were creating baby food for her, is always vegetables. It was always things that we knew had a lot of nutrients in them. We tried to avoid any processed foods. And as much as possible, we tried to make the food for her. And as she got older and the twins got older, we were always constantly giving them vegetables, giving them fruit, obviously, avoiding French fries, trying to give them fruits for dessert, obvious things like that. But starting early is so important because once they get used to something, that's what they're going to be doing potentially for the rest of their life. So it's really important to get them while they're early. Tip number 2 for getting your kids to eat healthy, make it fun. One thing we do, what do we do to be healthy? What do you help Daddy make over there?
Apple.
Apple, and what do we use spinach and apple for?
Coffee.
And what is healthy that we drink? We make it in a blender.
Yummy.
Remember the juicer? We use a juicer. What do we make? The green juice?
Yeah.
Anyways, we do a green juice session almost every single day, and she has almost never said she didn't want to help out. So it's fun for her. She can take ownership of the healthy thing that she's about to eat, and she always wants to drink her green juice. So that's just an example of making it fun. There are so many recipes, so many how-to tutorials out there that I don't even know of on the internet that you can use to make it fun, because when it's fun and they're getting involved in the process of making the food, they're more likely to want to eat that food. I've heard the same for people that garden, especially Juliana. We garden. When they're seeing the food grow and they're part of the process of making the food, they're more likely to eat it. In fact, sometimes, don't get me wrong, we still have trouble sometimes getting her to eat her vegetables. Like when there's tomatoes and she doesn't want to eat them, we can tell her, these are the tomatoes we grew in the backyard, whether we did or not. And she will eat them based on the idea that, these are the tomatoes she grew. Obviously in the winter we can't grow them, but in the summertime, I'll tell her, these are the ones that are in the garden, and she'll eat them up. So my 3rd tip is limit the options. Now this means a couple different things. Number 1, when we're at the grocery store, we're not letting her determine what goes into the shopping basket. Sometimes I will give her a snack, like bananas. I try to keep it healthy, and she gets excited for it. Oh, okay, that's nice. She's eating healthy, I guess. Can't complain. But we don't let her control what we buy from the grocery store. Secondly, when we're at home, if we do give her options, we give her 2 healthy options, and we let her feel like she's making the choice, again, it's trying to give her the healthy option that makes a big difference, okay? My 4th tip for getting your child or kid to eat healthy would be model what you want your kid to be. So I hear a lot of parents, saying, I wish my kid would eat that well. Well, the question is, are you eating that well? Judy and I mean, it's not like we're always eating like rabbits and we're just eating vegetables and fruits and healthy things. But for the most part, especially in front of them, we're trying to eat as healthy as possible. Again, when it comes to no options, we try to get them to eat what we're eating. Obviously, if it's a baby or a young toddler that doesn't have all their teeth yet, you have to make accommodations for that. But for the most part, whatever we cook for ourselves is what our kids are eating. So make sure you model the type of diet you would like them to have, because the one thing I do know, and I know this not only from my parents being a huge influence, but me seeing what happens when Juliana sees me, is you are going to be the biggest factor in a kid's life in terms of what decisions they make for themselves, because they see you deciding to eat a salad. They see you eating an apple for a snack. You know, those types of decisions you make for yourself will ring in their lifetime forever. So that's my fourth tip. I hope those are helpful, especially for the new parents, because I know how being a new parent can be intimidating, and I can only hope that some of the wisdom I've gained, not only from being a parent, but observing other parents who are even better than I, will be able to help you in your journey of being a parent and how to get your kid to eat healthy.
There's yellow in
There is
it.
yellow because you mixed it.
Okay.
So Juliana, what'd you think? Is that good advice for people? How to get little girls and boys to eat healthy? I didn't tell her to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't tell her to do that either. So anyways, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I love to talk about food. Again, this is a segment of BenjiManTV called Coffee Monday. This is not Coca-Cola. This is dark black coffee and ice. And make sure you comment below on what your thoughts are, especially if you're a parent out there and you get your kids to eat healthy. What are your tips and tricks? I know that you guys probably have even more ideas. I would love to hear them, and especially the viewers to be able to read them as well. Hit that like button if you thought this was helpful in any way, and thanks for watching. Juliana, do you want to say bye, YouTube?
Bye, YouTube.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, all right. Thank you.
I love you.
Okay, I just forced her to say that, by the way. Really? Yeah. Juliana, you want to finish an apple with me?
Yeah.
Cheers. Okay. This was mine, but that's okay. Judy. That'd be funny if people call this out as Coca-Cola. This is coffee, everybody. If you're getting ready to... Okay. We should probably do that. Just tell them I'm... thing. This is perfect. Honey, thank you so much for giving her the apples, because it really makes my video that much better.
Well, yeah.
Because I wasn't planning. Are we recording? Yeah, I wasn't planning on giving her healthy snacks. I was actually going to give her Oreos. No, I'm just kidding.